Well, hello, and welcome to the Fisher Poetry Podcast, a showcase of prose, poetry, and song written and performed by those in the commercial fishing community. Mostly. I'm your host, Brad. Thanks for joining us today. Today's episode is from the 2024 FisherPoets Gathering in Astoria, Oregon. The location and performers in this episode, as well as links to home pages of both the archive and gathering, are included in the episode description. So, without further ado, here's the show.
All right, Lou, at last. I tried to get up here when you weren't due, and now you are. So thanks, Lou, again. Comes from McCall, Idaho. It's a long drive over here, 42 years fishing in Cordova and Copper River, Bristol Bay, sanding, gill netting. He's caught a few fish.
So one of the hardest things to do when you're a fisherman is to figure out where to put your gear. So often how it works is you start out in the morning someplace where you think there's going to be a lot of fish. And then maybe you make a set and, well, maybe there's not as many fish as you thought there. Okay, I know, they're over east a little ways. So you put your gear on deck and you run for a couple hours and you get over there and you make a set and, well, I guess there's not too many fish here either. Maybe they're on the west side. You run for another couple hours and you get to the end of the period and you've run around more than you put your gear in the water. So there's a saying, a couple sayings among the fleet. One is stick and stay, make it pay. So if you just stay where you started, maybe you're not catching a lot of fish all the time, but you're making a lot of sets and you're not running around. Maybe the fish will show up on the next tide or in the afternoon, and you're keeping your gear in the water. If you want to succeed at your fishing job, you gotta be smart, you must work hard. But one more thing that I might add, sure does help if you got a plan to keep your gear in the water. Keep your gear in the water and you haul it back in. Throw the fish in the bins and repeat it again and again and again. It's hard to find that mother lode. The ocean's so deep, so wide and cold. Well, who knows where those fish might be? And if you want to load up, take a tip from me. Keep your gear in the water. Keep your gear in the water and you haul it back in. Throw the fish in the bins and repeat it again and again and again. Well, you never really know how the season's gonna go. It's always full of surprises. The only thing that you know for sure, the tide recedes, then again it rises. It rises. Well, the work gets long, you're tired and haggard. That's a worn and torn and ragged. At times like these, it helps to understand. Gonna get better if you follow the plan. Well, you'll never catch a fish with your gear on the deck, like a lamb being led to the slaughter. If you still don't know what to do by now, just add water. Salt water. Keep your gear in the water. Keep your gear in the water and you haul it back in. Throw the fish in the bins and repeat it again and again and again and again. Remember to follow the plan. Thank you all. So, if you've been around a fishing town and been on the docks for many years, you become aware of a certain type of individual that nice people and well-intentioned. Maybe they just have a little harder time keeping things together than most people. And you give them a job, though, and you put them on the back of a fishing boat. They're part of a crew, and the key is you get them out of town. And boy, they become a pretty good deckhand. So that's what this song's about. Let's see how I started. I've been stuck here in these shallows where there's danger all around. There's rocks and jagged reefs, man can easy run aground. And at every low tide, there's the smell of something rotten. And every inch that water drops, I get closer to the bottom. I have let these shallows get me down. Got to catch that rising tide and leave this rocky ground. Out offshore where it's cool and clear and clean all around. I'm looking for deeper water, where it's crystal blue, where I ask myself tough questions, just might find the truth in deep water. Sure, I have it past, and it follows me around. Hear the call of alcohol all along the waterfront. No, I tried to resist my devils, no, I won't. Oh, please tell me it's time to go to sea. I've got to leave this coast, get out where I feel free, out to the deep where my demons will not follow me. I'm looking for deeper water, I need to feel that depth below. Need to tap that energy and get out of these shallows. I'm looking for deep water, out where it's crystal blue. When I ask myself tough questions, I just might find the truth in deep water. Thank you all. Rubber boots are a very essential part of the fishing industry. And there's all types of them out there, but there's one brand in particular that are preferred by 90% of the commercial fishermen on both coasts. Can anyone guess what they are? Louder. Yes, extra toughs. No, they're great. They used to be made here in the United States, but now they make them overseas somewhere. But, God, so this is my ode to the extra tough boot. Oh, it's something. Well, some folks, they like cannery issue. Others like a hip-hop boot. But for the lingerie and waterproof footwear, there ain't no substitute. Love my extra tough boot. Love my extra tough boots. There ain't no substitute, babe, for an extra tough boot. And I could use some help on that chorus because it comes around like way too many times to just hear me sing. When you're working, you can pull them high up on the calf. For leisure, roll them down around your ankle. At the end of the day, when your feet are still dry, you got B.F. Goodrich to thank. I love my extra tough boots. Love my extra tough boots. There ain't no substitute, babe, for an extra tough boot. That's right, you catch it on. I've seen them worn by your mother, seen them worn by your brother, seen them worn by a stripper once too. They're so damn comfy, you'll never remove them. They call them the Alaskan tennis shoe. Love my extra tough boots, babe. Love my extra tough boots. Ain't no substitute for an extra tough boot. They're soft and supple, they're sold as a couple, and you love that soft brown color. They'll let you stand real tall, you never slip and fall, 'cause the soles are made of vibram rubber. They'll keep your feet real dry, from the outside at least, but inside they get sweaty and snooty. So use a felt insole and for odor control, wear them with a boob on my booty. Love my extra tough boots, babe. Love my extra tough boots. There ain't no substitute, babe, for an extra tough boot. Well, there ain't nothing better when the going gets wetter. You can ride 'em hard and put 'em away wet. Every boat's got many pair of 'em, but don't try to share of 'em. No telling what disease you might get. Love my extra tough boots, babe. Love my extra tough boots. There ain't no substitute, babe, for an extra tough boot. I was walking around the town today looking at the marine supply stores, and you guys are lucky this weekend. They're on sale right now for $89.95. You better run right out and buy them. There's only one mistake you could possibly make. Don't tuck your rain pants down inside them. Love my extra tough boots. Love my extra tough boots. There ain't no substitute, babe, for an extra tough boot. Well, they're soft and supple, they're sold as a couple, and you love that rich brown color. They'll stand real tall and you'll never slip and fall, 'cause the soles are made of vibram rubber. Last time, love my extra tough boots, babe. Love my extra tough boots. There ain't substitute, babe, for an extra of boot. Thank you. Thank you all.
Well, that's it. This one's in the tote. The Fisher Poetry Podcast is written and produced by Brad Wortman. The theme music for this episode is courtesy of Mark Allen Lovewell and Molly Knoll. If you'd like to appear on or have comments about the show, please send an email to the FisherPoetry Archive at gmail.com. If you enjoyed this podcast, please subscribe to haul the latest episodes into your net. The Fisher Poetry Podcast is available via our podcast host, Podbean, as well as Apple, YouTube, and Amazon. You can listen to our other podcast episodes, watch our YouTube videos, and join our community by going to thefisherpoetryarchive.com. Thanks again for listening, and we'll see you on the next one.
Come all young sailormen, listen to me. I'll sing you a song of the fish in the sea. Blow, ye winds, westerly, westerly blow. We're bound to the southward, so steady she goes.